Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Brandanica Gaming. I'm Brandon.
I'm Annika!
And you're back with
Othercide!
A game that is a wonderful tactics game. I am the tacticsaholic in the family. Annika is more so the wing woman when it comes to things like this. But she's going to get involved with me a little bit today. I'm going to give her a quick rundown of the mechanics as we go along. And we're going to see just what we can do.
First of all, that music is awesome.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack
We
of this
shall
game is
spare no
beautiful.
effort in protecting the veil. Its integrity is paramount.
The Book of Nostra. Alright. So, last time we didn't quite go into the real, shtick with the daughters. So we're going to go ahead and do our inner void, which is where we interact with the daughters, where we create new daughters, and where we resurrect old ones,
Ooh.
if possible. So we did unlock skills. We didn't go into these. So as you level up, you unlock new skills, and you pick between two for each class. So the first one we got for the Soul Slinger is Shadow Round. Deals with 244 to an enemy in range taking damage from an ally, so it's follow-up. And Wrathful Rain, which is an AoE that moves them backwards. Deals 344. Then move to an enemy tile. Or an empty tile. Oh. Shadow Round seems busted. Let's go with Shadow. We're gonna go Shadow Round here. Alright.
I like the guns.
Yeah, the game has a really...
The animation reminds me of Ruby.
I could see that.
It's kind of Ruby-esque.
You'll see that it has a more horror game aesthetic, which kind of explains, like, the really dark...
Yeah.
Like, simple...
Which, I mean, I like
chromatic scale.
horror games.
Then with each of these abilities, we can equip memories, each of which do different things. So, say, her attack is a 3-hit attack, so increase damage of a skill by 50. So, ranged attack that deals 97 damage 3 times. Instead, it would do 147 damage 3 times, and it would lock the target in the direction they're facing. So that's always good. But also we can do things like Smoke, where it decreases the target's armor by 40 points. I don't know if this stacks, but if it does, that would be nice. I'm not sure how crazy armor is. I do know that Soul Slingers have a hard time with tankier enemies, probably because of their basic, like their baseline attacks. So we're going to leave that alone for now. I said I'll leave it alone. Thank you. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get Blade Master her. So we got Lightning Strike, which is dash 5 tiles and do 384. Seems pretty good. Or react to an enemy finishing movement in melee range and deal up to 514. That could be really good. It's another one of the reaction abilities, which is going to cost me percentage health. Which, in the long run, if I can negate the amount of health daughters lose overall, it'll be better. But it's really more of a... Well, I mean, the Blade Masters are strong. We'll take a movable stance.
That's a cool character.
Which one, the Blade Master?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty dope. And then good old Yudoka, the one I named, our Shield Bearer. We've got Blacksmith's Grace, which increases armor by 180 for 40 amount, and move up to 15 initiative units on the timeline for each incoming attack. Seems pretty good. And then with Shield Bash, which is dealt 255 and pushes target 5 tiles. Enemies pushed into each other or an object take up to 120 extra damage. I think we're going to go with Blacksmith's Grace, just so that way we can make ourselves a little bit tankier if we absolutely have to. Let's check our codex. So we got Mother, Blade Master, Shield Bearer, Soul Slinger, Plague Doctor, Plague Guard, Plague Butcher, Plague Therapist. So I can go ahead and read these in another video if you guys are that interested in these. I believe these go over the patterns for the enemies, as well as a little bit of like backstories for each of them. Now our remembrances. Trying to go to my remembrances. seem to be getting locked into screens recently. Why can't I... I seem to be getting locked into weird screens lately. So, that might be just a small bug. This daughter has earned a new trait. Oh. No, she hasn't. You lied to me. Ah, you have. She has gotten aggressive, which is she just gets damage plus 50. That's not bad at all. From her first steps, she has led the fight against evil. That's a pretty cool trait. Interesting. Now, to my knowledge, you can gain traits that are both good and bad, but most traits have positive and negative effects kind of meshed into them. The remembrances give access to bonuses that last throughout recollections. Recollections are basically playthroughs. A remembrance remains unlocked once it is unlocked, even if you start a new recollection. Unlocking a remembrance doesn't activate it automatically. You must use shards to activate it. You earn shards every time you complete a mission, but your pool of shards is limited to those you had at the start of the recollection. Once you start a new recollection, you get access to all the shards you've earned. Okay, so we don't have any shards. However, this one starts 0. So let's go ahead and activate it. I don't know why it tells me to activate things using spacebar and then doesn't activate when I hit them with spacebar. Problems. Small bug fixes can be touched up. Not always awful. Very early game. So I still have something here that's telling me to do something. Alright, so we got 550 vitae, so let's see here. What memories do I even have? Damage of skill by 20%, decrease target armor by 40, and increase damage of skill. Very baseline stuff right now. So we're not gonna worry too much about it. Let's just go ahead and get right into the action, shall we? Alright, so we got two challengings. We've got claustrophobic openness. The threats are curse therapists, scavengers, and plague guards. So, tanky dudes, zerglings, and I believe curse therapists are the ranged units that mainly use delayed actions. So that's kind of tricky. Then we have scavengers and plague butchers with an open map. So odds are, if we want to look for something that's going to be a little easier, we're going to take this one. So we're going to go ahead and take... The spacebar seems to be acting up. Alright. I can't do any of my hotkeys. What is going on here?
Careful. You wouldn't want my scalpel to slip into innocent flesh.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like that. Wouldn't like that very much at all. This horror-esque aesthetic I really dig it. I'm really down for these.
Enjoy it.
I'm really down for this.
The sharpness of the drawings is just enticing.
Legions invaded.
Create your own combos. You now have access to more skills, allowing you to combine direct actions, interrupts, and reactions. Okay, so we've got most of them behind me. Now, there are plague guards and there are plague doctors. Sometimes this game likes to throw curveballs in the sense of they don't tell you every enemy that's coming for you. I think it might be more beneficial right now, though, to back myself off and try to just take these little lings out and then work my way back in when I can take these guys out earlier. So, who's up, Yudoka? So, let's see here. That should be a reasonable distance. We're going to back her up there. Taking one action will put you at taking one action will automatically put you back to the 50 mark, no matter how many points you spend. So there's not exactly any like direct amounts required, and as long as you don't go outside of this white box here, it'll always cost the 50. So like right at that edge is going to be your 48, but right there is going to be 51. So as soon as you go to 51, it'll be burst, and it'll move you all the way to the end of the 100 timeline. So what we want to do is try to stay right out of their range, far enough that they want to attack us, and that they'll move at us, but not so far that we can't get back into them and take care of them when the time comes. This is actually really good. Okay, so there's that. 29. Let's see here. Let's move you one forward. We'll probably put her in burst. 85% hit chance, but they have a dodge to make that minus 15%. 70%. Now she does attack 3 times, and she's doing 2 to 215 every time. So it'll be worth it for sure. I already know that I'm probably gonna go into burst and then activate blacksmiths just to get an idea. All right, cool. We got this. We got the hit there. And spectacular. All right. So there's that. He's gonna be able to hit. He won't. So we're gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to Blacksmith's Grace now. We'll sacrifice 5% of our health, but we will gain a considerable amount of armor, and that's gonna last until her next turn. So that's very important. You got to be very careful because some of these like delayed actions only cost so much time, and sometimes it'll go off before the enemy comes up in the timeline, and then you're just kind of locked out in a way. Let's see. I'm just worried about that because I don't want him to be able to hit me. Interrupt the first attack on an ally within 10 range. I can just flat out interrupt it, but I think that would mean that I'd wasted the blacksmiths. I'm wondering if having 10% switched across and 5% switched across. I mean, it's like 44 health. It's really not that big deal. Especially considering when the enemies hit you, they hit you for like 200 to 300. So sacrificing small increments of health is not that bad. Let's go ahead and just do intercepting, just in case. This will bring her down a bit, but honestly it's only 50 health. So we can sacrifice that for the greater good. Then because we can anticipate where he's gonna go, let's see, what is his movement? He can move to within those squares, and then he can possibly burst for extra. And I'm sure he's probably going to go for that attack. I want to do Imbued Blade, but I don't know if there's friendly fire, and I really don't want to risk that. Especially this early on. Yeah, it does look like I can hit her. And actually, whoops. Because I have an interrupt, because I have an interrupt, it won't exactly be a waste. So let's try to do this, and we'll take her and put that there. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't pay attention to my timeline. So now Clemens goes again. And of course, I didn't pay attention to that either, so that was a waste. I'm just wasting all sorts of stuff right now. Okay, now would be my time to do this. So we'll see what he does. He sits there, which is good, which means he will most likely move into that area. Jesus, even with the additional armor? Oh, she gained additional... Oh, that's right. Let's move here. Make him face me. Push them back. Just like this for now. Looking good. Nice chunk. The chunky damage. Let's see how much damage we can do with this. Ugh. He's facing that way, so let's go ahead and get a flank shot. Significantly more damage. Flanking, very important. Hyper effectiveness. Shit.
Oh my.
We're gonna move them there, because those three are gonna spawn, and I don't know what the hell that's gonna do. So we're gonna move you there, and then just take a nice slash at your ass. Blam! Hit you with the plap plap.
A bitter victory.
Yes.
They collect pieces of broken soul.
Okay, so cool. That was a good call by me to move Clements out of the fucking way, because Clements was about to get dirt if I stayed too close. I think they're going for Serene though. Mainly just because I think that is how the targeting works on them. What the hell?
Should I say accolades?
Oh, you piece of shit. That guy, oh my god, these things get 2 turns? What the fuck? They still moved before all my girls. Ugh. That's tough. And they almost move again before them. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to... Oh man, that sucks. Alright. I'm gonna have to do some serious damage control here. So... we want you to be back. And we want... I might need to move all of them. Clemens is going to be able to go and get rid of at least one of them. So let's move this one back. And then... end her turn. Clemens will go. Shoot. Woo! Alright, got the kill there. That's good news. So Serena will be able to kill one of them. That's a Plague Butcher, and that'll be a Plague Butcher. Udoka will also go before these two again, so that's good news. So she'll be able to take care of some of that as well. I think right now we just need to do a little bit of time management. Now it's about a half health portion on the homegirl. Let's put you... How long does a movable sense react with first enemy movement? That remains until her next turn. Imbued blade is 2. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and slash him. Solid. Great damage.
He's almost dead.
We're gonna go ahead and burst this.
He's like, please, sir.
A clean cut. Then we will immovable stance. Sacrifice 5% health to make it so that just in case this little swab decides to come in and try to attack us, we can deal with that. So.
Poor guy.
I love the animations on the shield bearer. The shield bearer honestly has some of my favorite animations. Yes. Alright. Alright, she's got to move back. We're going to put some pot shots into him. We're going to hit him with 2 of them because we can without having to burst. And we're going to end our turn. He's going to move into range. Slammed. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, that was poorly done. If I'd have done... honestly, see, that's what I'm talking about. I'd literally missed the activation timers for 2 of my abilities, and it cost me considerable.
I mean, I still think you did pretty good because I'm still trying to understand.
I can't heal her. I can't heal her unless I sacrifice somebody of equal or higher level.
You can't heal them?
Nope.
Oh, so they just die?
No. Not necessarily. They will eventually, unless you decide to, you know, try to figure out a way to keep them alive. Which, right now, I'm going to actually...
What will you remember now?
Germinate a daughter. Prudence. What are we gonna make her? So we already have 1 Blade Master. We have 1 Soul Singer, and we have 1 Shield Bearer. Now our Shield Bearer is the one that is low health. So the Shield Bearer is probably gonna be the one that we don't bring with us on one of our next missions. So we're gonna go ahead and make Prudence a Shield Bearer, just in case.
Now,
Some of our other stuff messes up. Okay, so our Blade Master unlocked another trait, which is Arrogant, which is XP gain minus 10%. However, she gets 10% crit damage, which is taking no damage deceived her. She no longer wants to learn. I think that's a really interesting trait. Now, she has Plague Seeker, which is damage against cultist enemies plus 10%. And then Ethereal Frame, which is movement range minus 1, but additional armor.
Does she look damaged there?
Yes.
Okay.
They actually add, like,
That's
effects.
That's cool.
They get slowly more and more bloodied depending on how damaged they get.
That's actually really interesting.
She lost so much. She no longer has the same cohesion. It says this one. The minions of the plague shall fear her forever. Alright, so she gets additional damage. Sweet. Alright, now, let's see here. None of my characters are, like, really in the works right now. We got 1 out of 4 of our daughters that's available. We got 500 Vitae, and we only have 1 Synapse that's available. So, let's check these remembrances again. Apparently unlocked another one.
Remember.
Shimmering Blood. All daughters gain plus 15% max health points. Costs 30 to activate. Those are pretty nice. Deal a total of 10,000 damage to unlock. Interesting. So, we're going to go ahead and rest our girls.
Time slips by.
We are on day 3 of the first era of the plague. So we have 2 synapses, 1 challenging and 1 hard. So the question is do we want to try to take on a hard mission with one of our level 1s in the hopes of getting more Vitae and more experience? Or do we want to just use her more often in a challenging mission? And I think that our answer is probably going to be get the challenging mission out of the way to level her. So we're going to take Prudence, we'll take Clemence, and we'll take Serene. Or is it Clemency?
No, Clemence.
It is Clemence?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making
Must
sure.
prepare to
Don't
pay any
ignore me.
price.
I know who you are.
That's creepy.
That's terrifying. You're terrifying, sir.
That's creepy.
I don't want this. This is not what I want.
The plague was a tragedy.
6 enemies remaining.
Next, an abomination.
Alright, so we got 6 dudes to worry about. 2 scavengers, 2 therapists, a doctor, and a guard. So the scavengers are up high. 1 therapist is down here. 1 guard's over here, and the other therapist is over here. So I think, let's see here, Clements. Uh, 1200 health. I could do it. I lose 57 off of his armor. Holy shit. It's because his armor's 57. Haha, math! The good thing about this game is a lot of it is just kind of direct math.
Quick math.
Quick maths. A lot of this is really just direct math. But we want to make sure that we can take care of this therapist so that we're not getting flanked. So,
I like this music.
let's go ahead and do this. End our turn there. Prudence is going to do... Aha! There's my doctor. There you are. We're going to go right there. End your turn. And Serene is going to pull... back as well. Alright, let's see what our lovely little Zerglings do. So most of the time they'll move max distance within their 50 points just to make sure. For the most part, I don't know how often the enemies are going to try to like burst. But like then there's interesting things like that where he goes all the way back to 77 even though all he did was move. So I'm really not sure how the certain characters act, because it seems like the characters that aren't these guys get pushed back further and enables you to like multi-attack on top of them. So who's going here? Clements? My soul slinger. The soul slinger. The Makula. Okay, so I can't get access to him yet. We're actually having a hard time hitting each other. So, let's see here. I can't kill them from where I am. I don't know why I keep trying to do that. Let's see here. I know that he's just going to go for a delayed action. But I kind of want to try to get something on this guy. Mainly because I don't feel like I need to do anything with them. What the hell? Why is my... There we go. Yeah, I'd have to move all the way there in order to shoot at him, and that's kind of risky. So let's just move her closer. We'll take a shot there. That's 2. I don't really want to do anything like that. I'm gonna move you. Taken out. And then we're gonna just take a slash with you. Perfect.
Exquisite.
Perfection. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage we can get out of that. Ooh, that's good damage. So go ahead and delete that guy then. We won't worry about the Plague Guard just yet. So that's 1 burst. We're going to move her within range. Not quite within range of him. And she's going to be in the same boat. So he's going to... for some reason, move forward. He's taking a delayed action on Clemens, which is interesting. Sereno goes second. I think I'm going to move Prudence over here to start trying to deal with him. I can't. Because this delayed action is going to go off before that. So I do need to interact with this. So...
Progress has its
Dunzo!
setbacks.
Alright. And that's taken care of. Plague Doctor here is going to go before that. But she's out of range of the other guy, so we're going to slam him, move him back, so that I can make sure that Clemens goes before him. And then we're just going to do this. Make sure that we... Oh, fuck. It's going to cost me a burst to do that anyway. So... we're just going to go ahead and take that. Move you there. Take a shot, be at 51. Do some damage. End our turn, that way we come back at 50. Take a slash.
You can't stop progress.
Bam! Flanked at that too. Nice shit. End the turn. He's gonna move closer. His delayed, his armor should fall off, but he's gonna use that again. Of course, he can do it without having to sacrifice health. Use this little piece of crap. We're gonna use Shadow around here to try and interact with our other daughters in fun and interesting ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to move her so that he's facing away from her, so that every time that she gets hit, we're going to just go ahead and slam him first to completely remove him from the timeline, just in case I have to burst. So that's going to do that, and then we'll get a flank shot, or a backstab. Then we can do a lunge, which unfortunately does still no damage, but we're getting backstab procs. And then we'll just slam again, and get another backstab. So this is why Shadow Round is good. Amazing. Okay, and then what's gonna happen is we can do one slash, and then get another backstab. Blow!
Progress. The cure will be
Gang gang! Combos! Shoot 'em up! Busting caps! Soul Slingers are great. They're pretty much your main combo tools. They're the ones you kind of work off of. Your shield bearers are really like your CC machines. They're going to be the ones that are in there just kind of the meat shields in a sense, but they can do some really good damage output down the line.
Come what may.
But really, I feel like your Blade Masters are the ones that come in to deal with like the tanky units, and then your Soul Slingers are the ones that combo along with your other units, so that you don't have to waste as much of your action points in order to take out enemies.
We've awoken from one nightmare.
Okay, so we got another set of Vitae. Prudence has leveled up. We're gonna give her Blacksmith's Gift, Blacksmith's Grace again. We're gonna check her stats because we might use her to heal Yudoka, but we might not. So we've got 79 armor to 109 armor, and that is because of her one trait that gives her additional armor. We have same amounts of AP. She has higher push resistance. She does have half of the dodge, though. She only has 4% dodge, as where Prudence has 8. That's actually a pretty sizable amount of dodge. We have an 83 damage bonus, 75 damage bonus. She has higher crit and higher crit damage. She does have a lower mission start initiative, but that's not always that bad because for the most part, most of my beginning of the mission stuff is kind of set up. So I think we'll be okay. Yudoka's going to be kind of a... I'll probably bring her in on missions just to get her to 3 so that I can use her to possibly heal her other sisters. But for the most part, I don't think we'll get rid of Prudence on this. I think we're actually pretty steady the way that we're going. I think we might want to bring in another daughter so that we start up at 5. So let's see. I don't necessarily need the Vitae yet, but let's see. So she got another trait, so she also got arrogant. And my Blade Master now also has Plague Seeker. So my Blade Master does damage right now. So we got that. So let's see here. Shot. What do I have? Decreases target's armor. I really think that this could be really good, especially on a Soul Slinger, depending on whether or not it stacks up. But even still, being able to take out armor is really good. But I haven't really seen it need to be, like, I haven't seen the envelope need to be pushed yet. So let's go ahead and just give her raw damage output. So that's going to cost us 100 Vitae. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to go ahead and make a daughter.
Give life to our daughters.
Now, young Hope. Hope will be yet another Soul Slinger, actually, as a matter of fact, I believe. I think that we might see some more benefit from this. Since Soul Slingers are kind of the combo pieces. And if I have more combo pieces to work with, I think it will be overall better. So let's go ahead and bring her in as a Soul Slinger.
Unleash her on any
And that will be what we do with that. So, with 2 daughters left and a hard Synapse, we're not actually going to do that Synapse. I don't think it is wise for us to do that Synapse. So we're going to go ahead and do this rest and prepare. Shoot for what happens the next day.
Has revealed himself.
And now we have... Oh. The so-called doctor has revealed himself.
Cut deeper. Deeper still. The answer hides, buried in the flesh.
Oh God. What the hell is this thing?
Worthy of life feeds our inquiry. What we do is a mercy.
It's Toucan Sam!
A mercy.
Oh, Jesus. That man's got some fucking weapons. Jesus.
What memory
A
has
shadow
this
appears.
Abigail
You have discovered the despicable surgeon. You can confront him now or take time to prepare, but he will inevitably attack on the 7th day, so that's what the big skull is. From now on, you'll be able to fight him starting from the 1st day of your next recollection. Losing to him will immediately end the current recollection. Okay. Wow. Okay, so what are our synapses right now? We have an impossible run, which is nuts. But we're also getting 300 Vitae now for our hard ones. So, and we're also getting 25 shards for these. So, I think what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up here. And call this one a day. I appreciate it if you've stuck around with us for this long. This game is an absolute ton of fun, and I love this kind of like long-range thought process kind of stuff that kind of bites back if you don't manage to do like the smallest thing right. I really feel like that's where I get a lot of my love for tactics games. So I think that is going to be it from us here on this side of Brandanica Gaming. So let's see if
Oh my God!
remember.
I didn't realize he was there.
Yeah, the big guy.
Yeah.
You never noticed the
No,
the
'cause
big ass creepy.
well, the lightning
Actually, I'm
was
pretty sure
striking.
he just. I'm pretty sure he just showed up
Oh.
because of the surgeon cutscene.
Oh.
So I think
No, I
now
didn't
he's
notice.
actually like.
Now I'm
I think he
like,
was there
no!
beforehand.
So first of all, we are going to end this episode, but I wanted to just say that I really love the art style of this game. The angles of everything are so sharp, and just I always have loved horror games, and so I really love this game. I am not super into tactile games, but I really love this game so far.
Well, that is a good thing. So
That is
we
a
will
good thing.
we will continue to be back with it. We're gonna keep experimenting with other stuff. We might. I'm not really sure what our next real project is gonna be. I think it's probably going to be some Alien Isolation. For
Maybe.
those of you wondering if we're gonna play some horror games.
Maybe.
Probably not gonna do a blindfolded run of that because
No.
that game's ridiculous.
No.
But we will definitely do an inebriated run, and we're gonna try to do the microphone setting. So stick around for that one. That one should be a ton of fun. Thank you all for watching. If you've continued to watch for this 41-minute video, it has been a slog, but it's been great. I absolutely love the tactile form. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like,
Comment,
and
and
subscribe for more content. And that will be Brandanica Gaming
Signing off. Peace.